Hello everyone. I am here for our monthly virtual card class. So we are going to begin in just a few minutes. I am going to share this real quick. So make sure you say hi when you log on. I am excited to stamp with you today. I have 4 new cards that we're going to make today as well. And let me just pull this up. All right. So, I know it's the afternoon, so some of you might have to catch the replay. So if you are watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay as well. And or if you're over on YouTube, don't forget I have a YouTube channel, and so if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, it's just Owl Star Stampers, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, and you can leave comments over there, and there's tons of videos as well. So I am actually joining you today from my brand new studio downtown. I live in Davison, and so it's a little weird, it's a little exciting, and it's weird because my table is completely cleaned and organized, and I designed these cards on Monday for you. So I came in Monday and worked here all day, and it was very fun and exciting, and so I worked here all day today as well. Yesterday I had some appointments, so I couldn't be here. And I left my hair down, so hopefully if it bothers me, I'll pull it back. But we are going to get started. Thank you so much. I see some of you saying hi and that you shared. I know. I wish, Peg, I wish you lived nearby too. By the way, though, if any of you are local to me, I am doing a craft day on Friday, and I have a few spots open where you can pay to reserve a seat here and craft with me. It's from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, you don't have to be there the whole time, but if you want to come, there are a few spots available, so reach out to me. And yeah, so today, how today works, if you've never watched my virtual card class, anyone can watch, anyone can join. We're going to make 4 all-occasion cards right here. And I'm going to tell you right now how you can get a set of make and takes for free. So I'm going to make these 4 awesome cards with you today. If you want to get the 4 cards mailed to you, you'll get all the pieces, cardstock, and all of that. You are going to place at least a minimum $30 order before tax and shipping, and you're going to use this host code. So this is important. Use that host code when you check out. All right, then if you bump your order up, because remember Sale-A-Bration is going on right now also. So you can get, when you bump it up to $50 order, you can also get something free out of here. And then I'm going to give you a free embellishment as a thank you. And so this month I am giving away, let me see if I can find a full pack of them. I might not have them because I've been using them. You are going to get anyway a full package. Mine's not full, but you are going to get a full package of these gilded gems. They're like these gold gems, and there's like a couple different sizes. And so you are going to get a full package of that as a thank you gift if your order goes up to $50. Now don't forget, every $50 you can pick an item out of here, and there's a couple that are for a $100 order. So if you go over 100, you can pick 2 items or one of those $100 ones. Or if you go to 150, then don't use a host code. You'll get all the things that I just mentioned, and then you'll also get your own host rewards. So I want to make sure you're getting that. You get at $150, you get $15 in free product of your choice. So that is how you can get the make and takes free. And again, you'll just have to have your own inks and stamps. Now, if I'm using a stamp set today and you're not thrilled about it, or you don't have it, so you can, number 1, you can buy it, or number 2, you can just substitute with something similar that you have already at home. So that should be easy enough to do. I try to make my virtual classes a little bit generic so that you can substitute if I'm using an animal and you don't have Like today I'm going to use a squirrel. If you don't have the squirrel set and squirrels aren't your thing, then use a different animal. Or I used a lot of words, so you can just kind of fill in with your stamps there. So we are going to get started right now, and I'm going to point the camera down. My hair is getting so long. I just had it cut yesterday, so that's why it's down. Because you know when you go to the salon and they do your hair and it's like you never can do it like they do. So I have my hair down, but my hair, I got it trimmed, but it's so long it's actually like laying on the table. So I'm going to pull it back in a ponytail so it doesn't get in my way. And then we're going to start stamping. So hi everyone, thank you for joining me. And there's the host code. I'm going to put it back up at the end again. So let's get started stamping. All right, and I noticed the lighting in here is awesome. I'm so excited about the lighting in here. All right, so our first card we are going to make today is using this stamp set right here. It is called Nuts About Squirrels. Oh, there's a glare there. And this stamp set is only $17. And I'm going to hopefully have you fall in love with it. Several of you, I designed a whole class with this for my Halloween stamp camp. And so you get the stamp set included. So if you already purchased that add-on class, you're going to get the stamp set also. If not, you might want to add it on. It's really cute. Let me show you where it is in the book. So it's in our mini catalog. And it is, let me find it real quick. You guys know I like cute animals, but this card is, it's just a fun card. It's on page, I should have marked my pages before I went live, of course. And I hope you don't hear the pounding. They're working on the roof here, of course. Okay, so here it is on page 49 for $17. And I like this sample up here because they show you how you can make, like, step them up each one. So this is the same card, and then they just add a little bit more to each one. So anyway, there's the stamp set we're using for $17. It's called Nuts About Squirrels. So, all right, I am going to need early espresso. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I also have a tutorial for anybody that wants this tutorial. And so how you can get the tutorial is make sure you're on my email list. And it will go out sometime today, the full PDF tutorial with all the directions, pictures, and stuff of all 4 cards. So I will have that. And if you're not on my email list, you can just go up in the corner to Owl Star Stampers. And there might be a pop-up that comes up, or you can click on like the newsletter thing to get at it if you're not already. Okay, so for this card, we have these pieces right here. So we're going to start with a crumb cake card base. I'm just going to fold this in half. And then we are going to, then I have a piece of some of my favorite designer series paper, which is the In Good Taste. This is in our annual catalog. You guys know I use this a lot. I think I used it last month as well. But it has a bunch of different wood backgrounds and then some like tile and stuff in the back. It's just a great pack of paper, and it's pretty big. And so I just have I believe it's a little bit more than an inch. I think it's 1.5 inches. It is, yep, 1.5 inches by 5.5 inches. And we're going to attach that on the side. Again, all the measurements are in the tutorial. So if you are placing an order, make sure when you get the email today, you save that PDF so you have it. Or when I mail your packet in the mail, this time I'm going to attach type out the link of the PDF, so that way I don't have to send you a second email about it. So there's that. We have that attached there. And then next up we have a piece of early espresso. This is just a dark brown, 4¼ by 3¼ in basic white 4x3. So this is the one we're going to do a little bit of stamping on. I have my Stampin' Pierce mat, and the reason I have this is because this set is photopolymer, so that means it is see-through and there's not any cushion, so this gives it a little bit of cushion. So I am going to put this paper over top of my mat because I'm going to do a little bit of stamping off in a second. So we have our paper here. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp this branch. And so I have my block here, and I'm going to do the branch in early espresso. And we're going to have this coming off to the side. So we're making a birthday card, a thinking of you card. We're going to use the sheep that says you're amazing, and then this one right here. So this, I'm just looking at my sample. We're going to stamp it kind of off to the side like that. And then we are going to just clean that off. And then I'm going to take this little squirrel right here, and I'm going to do the outline in the early espresso again. And I'm going to have it, so I'm going to try to position it so his feet are like kind of right on the branch there. And I hope I don't stick my head in the camera view as I'm trying to do this. Okay, something like that. Let's hope it's close enough. Otherwise, he might be jumping off the branch. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get that any more perfect if I tried. So there we have our squirrel. Okay, next we're going to, so you could take your blends, your Stampin' blends or your markers and like color it in, but there's these ones that kind of go right over top to do the same thing. Saves you a little bit of time. So I'm going to use crumb cake, and we're going to ink that up. And then I am going to pull this down, sorry, so I can see it. And you will line this up. So when I'm lining it up, I'm looking for the eye and the ears, and then this back part of the tail. So sorry, I have to pull it down so I can kind of see to do this. But it's really not that hard if you're not doing a live video. I'm like kind of like a little nervous doing it live. I can't like see. Oh, Sandy said, hi Michelle, how are you doing with your arm? Oh, thank you so much for asking. It's okay. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. Actually, it's pretty good. My arm, so I just got dismissed from physical therapy. It's not normal, but it's a lot better. So I can do some of the motions with my arm. I think 2 of them that I do hit the normal range, but I'm like barely. And then there's a few that I'm close to hitting the normal range, like on the low end. And then there's one where you move your arm back. I can't do that at all. But I'm doing my exercises and my stuff at home. I went and saw our orthopedic surgeon, and he just told me to keep doing that. He asked if I was interested in the one surgery where it's like they give you a block, a nerve block, is it, for pain, so you're still awake, and then they kind of just rip your arm around, not rip it, but kind of. And so anyway, I said, I'm not really interested in that. That kind of scares me. So we're just going to keep doing my stuff at home, and hopefully it will continue to get better. They just said it's a really long recovery and that it should still get better on its own. I'm not in as much pain. It still hurts to use it, but yeah, I think I'm heading in the right direction. So thank you for asking. Okay, I'm stamping the sentiment up here because then we're going to stamp these leaves. So the sentiment I picked says, hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I'm going to just hopefully do this straight up here, just like that. So the other sentiments in this stamp set say, nuts about you, and I love, there's a cute little acorn here, and then hey there, and then there's a happy birthday. And if you took the add-on class, I used all the sentiments and all these the different squirrels with the nut, the acorn and stuff, and I loved it so much that I had to use this set today, but then also it gives you another card as well. Okay, so now we're going to do the leaves, a few of these leaves. And so how I'm going to do the leaves is I'm going to take crumb cake ink, and I'm going to stamp a few full strength. I'm going to put a few one coming off this branch, And then I'm going to turn my leaf to have it go in different directions. So I think just like that. And now I'm going to stamp a few up. So you just ink it up in the crumb cake, stamp it off once, and then I'm going to just put it on. So then that way it gives it a little bit lighter look. I'm going to do the same here and put one going up this way. And then I'm going to do one more kind of coming down like that. Okay, and then we're going to take the inside of the leaf right here, the little vein part. We're going to do that in the early espresso. Hello, everyone. Oh, Sandy said it does take time. It took almost 2 years to do some things when she broke her hip. Oh, yeah, that's what they said. It's like from start to finish, it's usually around a 2-year, the same, 1.5 years to 2 years, they said, for most people that don't get the surgery. So I'm glad you're doing, I hope you're doing better though with your hip too. So these you can kind of easily just see, like they go just right over. Just put these little pieces in. So yeah, this would make a cute little birthday card as well. If you need a kind of a masculine, this squirrel reminds me of the squirrel from Disney. Is it Chip and Dale? Like they remind me of that. Karen, I had my one of my friends here helping me today, and I couldn't think of their name. Chip and Dale. That's who these squirrels remind me of. All right, so we're done stamping. So I'm going to close up my ink pads, and now we are going to put the rest of the card together. Uh-oh, something just fell. Okay, so add your adhesive here. And my kids met them in Disney. Like my daughter she had turned 5. She's like almost 12 now, so it was a while ago. And they didn't know who Chip and Dale was, but they still. So I actually popped them up with dimensionals, but since they already put glue down, I'm not going to do that. But on this one, it's popped up with dimensionals there. You see the dimensionals? So if you don't like dimensionals, or if you just did what I did, just stick it down flat. And then go ahead and grab your gems, these pretty gems. And look what else I have here that I've been missing. My Take Your Pick tool. So this has like the sticky kind of stuff in the end. And what we're going to do is we are going to take 3 of these. So it just kind of picks up your little gem. And then you can just kind of like place them wherever you want. So I'm going to put 3 on here. So there is our card. Isn't that so cute? And here is the original one I did. So this one, the wood is a little bit, not different, but a little bit. And it is popped up though with dimensional. So that's our first card. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think of it. And again, if you don't have the squirrels, go ahead and put any type of animal on here. Or you could do some leaves for fall if you have some leaf stamp sets. So yeah, you could do this layout with a variety of things as well. But I think the Nuts About Squirrels is an adorable stamp set. Okay, so our next card, just a second, let me just put this over here and grab the colors I'm using next. I'm actually putting my ink away because it sits right next to me. So I do plan to do actually 2 more videos on my studio. One is kind of to show you kind of where I'm at now. And then 2 is to show you when I get it decorated because I have nothing on the walls still. But I'm also going to be starting some organizational videos to show you kind of how I organize my stuff now. So our next card, we are going to be using the Biggest Wish stamp set. This is in our annual catalog. And then we're using the textures and frames. So this is a Sale-A-Bration choice that you get for free with a $50 order. This stamp set, oh, the lighting's good, but there is a little glare, let me show you real quick because I forgot to look it up. It's called The Biggest Wish. It is $17 also on page 63. So, wow, both of these are only $17. I picked some cheap stamp sets this time. Okay, so this is our big annual catalog, and it's on page 63 right here for $17. So that's the stamp set I'm using now. And we are going to be using some really bright, fun colors. I'm going to be using a polished pink, mango melody, granny apple green, and coastal cabana. And then we're also going to need memento black, and I might even use my Stamparatus. So I have that. All right, so we have all these pretty colors of ink right here. I'm just going to go ahead and open them up. And okay, so here's our ink pads. I don't have the little labels on there like you can do. Okay, so this card we're using polished pink, a polished pink base. Let me just slide these up here. Okay, so polished pink, and then I have basic black and whisper white, or basic white. So go ahead and you'll fold this first. So these cards that I'm showing you today are pretty, there's nothing like crazy to them. They're just, you could make a lot of these cards and they would look really, really pretty. On our white, I'm going to pull in my mat, the same mat. I'm also going to put my sheet, my scrap paper over it. And then here's our white. Okay, so we're going to start, I'm going to be using this circle and this like ring from the Sale-A-Bration set. So, and I have my chamois right here. So this is just water, and you just use it to clean your stamp. So I have this next to me so I can clean my stamp off in between each use, because I'm making a birthday card. This is going to be a birthday card, and we are going to use different colors for it. So I'm going to start with polished pink. Now this one I'm going to do a little bit different than my original one, and then we can compare. So this one I'm going to stamp off the big circle, except for it's fallen off. Okay, there. Let me do it again. I don't like how that looked. Okay, one, and then we're going to stamp it going off a little bit like that. And then I'm going to wipe it off, and then we're going to do the Mango Melody. We're going to do the same. Stamp it off once, and then kind of put it on like that. Then we're going to do the Granny Apple Green. Stamp it off. And I'm not putting them like directly in like a row. I'm doing them off center a little bit. And then Coastal Cabana. And so this set I was like inspired because my friend Dina has been making all kinds of cards with this set, and because I thought, I don't know how to use this set. And then I saw some of the things she made, and I'm like, okay, this set I definitely have to have, and I'm definitely going to make a whole bunch of these cards anyway. So we're done with the solid circle. So now we are going to do the little ring one. I'm going to go back into my pink, and I'm not going to stamp it off now, and I'm going to just like stamp it the full strength. And then this one, I'm actually not trying to line them up. It's like when you want to, it's harder when you're trying not to. This is like happening. So we'll do this one like that. Okay, there we have that. So we're done with our Sale-A-Bration stamp set. So I'm going to put that aside. Now, if you don't have this set or plan on getting it, just put like some balloons or something over there. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, because I want to make sure the stamp's really dark, is I have my Stamparatus. So this is our positioning stamp tool, and I do have the foam mat on there and a used piece of paper. And then I have my magnets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my card. Actually, I don't think I need this paper. I'll throw it away. It's a little distracting. So I'm going to put my my little piece here down, and then I'm going to stamp the word happy and then the birthday. So I'm going to take the happy and I'm going to put it right where I want. And what's great is this is photopolymer, so I can see, and I want it to go kind of right there is where I want the happy. So I'm going to put it there, and then I just take this this like little arm, and there's two of them that come. So you can have it like up this way to go down. You can have two, or off to the side. So this one I'm going to go up, and then when I push it down, it's going to pick that up right there. So there we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to ink it up with my black, my Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp. Stamp it. So I'm just pressing it down. And I'll lift it up. Oh, and it looks really good. So if for some reason like it wasn't as black or as dark as I wanted, I could just re-ink it and go right over and do it a second time. So that's why I did this. But it worked perfect the first time. And then I'm just going to clean that off. And then I'm going to go in with our birthday. And this is like a cute cursive font. And I'm going to put that right there and just pick it up. And then we will, sorry, I'm going off the table. I'm not used to this space. Ink up the birthday. And then turn this around so you can see. And then let's stamp the birthday. So this stamparatus is, I think it's $49. And there we go. There is our piece there. I'm going to just wipe this off. So if you were doing a lot of these cards, you could like use these. This is great for if you're doing, what is the word I'm thinking of? Like producing like a ton of cards at the same time. Mass producing, that's the word. All right, so now we're going to layer this together. Actually, we're done with the ink, so let's close it up. So our Coastal Cabana, our Granny Apple. I'm getting these bright colors in one more time as a farewell to summer. They just reminded me of the perfect color combination for a birthday party though, or a birthday, like just a fun, cheery card. So let's layer this to here. Again, all the measurements are in the free tutorial. Just make sure you're on my email list and you will get that today. Anyone will get it. And I made this border only 1/8 of an inch instead of 1/4. So there we go. We have that. We'll bring in our polished pink. And I did it again. This one I popped up. I guess I just want everything flat. I think maybe it's because my dimensionals were hiding. They were hiding, but they're here now. All right, so pop this layer up, and then we are going to, and again, if you could make this in so many colors, so many card bases. Like again, I picked pink because I like pink. Then we're going to come into our gems. Now remember, you get a free pack of these with your qualifying order for the virtual party, virtual class. I'm going to take 3 of them. I'm going to take one of the bigger ones with my Take Your Pick tool. Again, this tool is only $10. It's awesome. It has a little poker, and then it has like a spatula too. So it has a lot of great uses. And it has a lot of great uses when you can find it and you don't lose it. And look at, since I moved and I've organized everything, I have 2 of them now. Again, I used to have a bunch more than that, but all right. And then we'll add that one down there. So here's our card. Okay, so this one I stamped off the inside. Now look at this one. This one I didn't. I just went with the circle full strength and the ring. So this is the difference. So you can see maybe you like the bolder one better. I think I actually might. I just like how bold and bright this one is, but this one's fine too. But I wanted to see what it looks like stamped off a little bit and maybe have that ring pop a little bit more. So there is that card. Okay, now let's take a look at this stamp set again, because this stamp set I didn't talk a whole lot about, but there is a thanks. There is a friend, hello, happy birthday, and then look at these fonts. So you could do like hello, friend. You could do the happy birthday flip-flopped where it's like cursive, like the happy birthday. You could do like thanks, friend, or and then there's these cute little dots too. So anyway, I love this stamp set, and I thought it paired perfectly with the Sale-A-Bration one. So there's our second card. All right, let's move on to our third card. So our third card has a little more to it, and it is featuring 2 Sale-A-Bration choices. We are going to be using the sheep. So the counting sheep stamp set and then the dies right there. So we're going to be using those. And so again, you get those with your, you can't purchase these, but you get them free when you do order. Okay, so again, this is what your kit will look like for this sheep especially. So we will die cut the this little fence in the sun, and then your other little shapes here from our punch, but you are going to have to stamp and die cut your own sheep. Or hand cut them out if you don't have the dies. So I just wanted to, here's the stamp set, and then the dies, they come with quite a bit. There's like some clouds, or you can use this as grass. There's a couple, a little flag, a balloon, and then it will die cut the 3 different sheep in there as well. The words in here say, "You're amazing and so glad it's your birthday," but obviously you can pull in other sentiments as well for the sheep. So I went ahead and I used thick basic white for my card base. And then this is Pool Party. And the Pool Party I embossed. So you can emboss it with any background you want. I used the Tasteful Textile. Do you see that? And what I thought would be fun to try something, again, I'm going to try something a little different, is I'm going to bring in my blending brush. This is my blue one. I'm going to try to get some of that ink off of it, because I use like Night of Navy. Okay, maybe I should have done that on the inside. Okay, not much is coming off now. So I'm going to take Pool Party ink, and then we need the black, and that's what we need for this card. So I'm going to open up Pool Party, swirl my little brush around a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of swirl on some ink in the background here just to make it pop a little bit. Now I didn't do this on my original one. Again, I'm just like trying to make a little bit of that background show up a little bit more. Okay. Sheep are really cute. Nice set. Oh, I'm glad you guys like this sheep. I just like, the Sale-A-Bration ends in like 2 weeks, so I thought I have got to show you guys some more ideas with some of this stuff that you guys have been getting and earning, or that you might get today, like with your free, you know, with your orders and stuff. So that's, wanted to do that. I'm just trying to even out the background now. I feel like it's not very even. Okay, there, it's getting a little bit better. All right, so now, it's not showing up, but you can blend that out and it just has a little bit of something to it. All right, we're done with that, and we are actually going to attach this to our card. Now there's a lot going on in the background, so a lot of this you won't even be able to see. So we're going to attach this down right here. Okay, next up we are going to do a few more stamping. So these labels I got from a punch that we have. It's called the double oval punch. Now some of you might have it and some of you might not. It's in our annual catalog, and it has this kind of scalloped oval and then a regular oval. So that's where I have these from. And then you can also take that and go like this to go around the edge of your shape if you want, with that same blending brush. You know how we used to do that with the sponges? So you can do that if you want. On this oval, we're going to stamp, you could stamp "You're amazing" or "So glad it's your birthday." I'm going to do the birthday one this time because my original had the other, and you'll see both of them when I'm done. So I'm going to stamp this just right in the center. There we go, we have that. And then you'll have in there, you're going to have a piece of white. What did I do with mine? Right here. So this is where you're going to stamp your two sheep, and I did it in Memento. So you're going to stamp this one and this one. And we're going to use our Memento and stamp that one there. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in this one right here. Okay, so those are our sheep. I think we got all our stamping done now. So next up, I'm just going to close up the ink. We're going to do some slight, well, let's do our die cutting first. So I'm going to take this die and then this one to cut those out. And again, I already did the fence, which it not only cuts it out, it embosses it so it looks like wood. And then the sun has a cute little stitching around that. So again, we will do those, and those will be in your packet right there. But what I'm going to use is my little mini die cutting machine. This is so cute. I love this. And it's perfect for, like, it's sitting right on my desk now. So I can use this to do my die cutting. So I just have the base plate down and then one of these clear plates. You can tell I really do use it. And then we're going to attach, like, put this over, and then you put your top plate on, and then you just turn it and crank it through. That's it. So it's like a little, it's like the little one. And I didn't know if I needed the little one, but I'm so glad I have it because this can sit right next to me now, always. And then if I have to do embossing or something bigger, I can get up and go to my other machine, which isn't very far from me either, but I just love having this because this one will cut almost, this one does a lot. But the other one does everything. So if you have to only get one, I would highly recommend getting the bigger one. But if you're like me and you want all the cool things, then this one is awesome too. Okay, so now we cut out our cute sheep, just like that. We are going to put these dies away. I'm just putting my dies away, and I'm reorganizing all of my dies. So I can't wait to show you how I do that. And these sides just pop right up. And there's our cute little die cutting machine. I'm going to just set it off to the side now. All right. So to do our sheep, I'm going to take the ivory blend, if I can find it, ivory, and then the smoky slate, the light and dark. We're just going to do a little bit of coloring. So I'm going to take the light smoky slate, and then I'm going to do the legs and the hoofs. So not a lot of coloring. And then I'm going to go over, I need the other end, this end isn't great. I'm going to go over like all these little, the little marks in the stamp. I'm just going over with the gray just to highlight them a little bit more. So you don't have to do this, but I liked how it looked. Okay, so we have that, and then we're going to do the same to this sheep over here. And then over here. Our last card is a thinking of you card. So I know I always need a lot of those as well. And then I'm going to do the legs here. Okay, then I'm going to take the dark smoky slate, and I'm going to go over like the hoof part, just the bottom. Just give it a little bit more contrast. And then the ivory we will use on the face. And then I can't wait to put this card all together. It's so cute. Well, you'll have to tell me if you like it. Okay, so there's that. We're done with the smoky slate. Now we're going to take the ivory and just going to do this. Okay, and then come over here. This one I got to make sure I don't go in the eye. Go around here. And there we go. Okay, we're done coloring, so not too bad. All right, put these over here. Okay, now pull in all your pieces that you have here. Oh, we have to do, I did something to this fence really quick. I took the crumb cake blend because like I said, there's little like wood grain in there. So I took this and I ran it across to kind of make that grain pop. Now it will dry in just a second, so it won't look quite like this, but it's going to kind of make it stand out a little bit more anyway. So let me just, you could sponge it also, but we'll let it dry now. While that's drying, we are going to actually attach it to the bottom here. And you can use glue dots or your tape runner. Hi, Ardith. I'm glad you were able to hop on today. Okay, so we have this. This is going to come, I want the two little posts sticking out over here. Actually, I think I might have used the light crumb cake. This one's a little bit darker, but that's okay. And this is going to go over here like that. But to even it out, I am going to take the light crumb cake. And I'm going to fix it. So I did the light one. I'm going to just color this. I just got to do a little touch up. So I grabbed the wrong one. You might not be able to see it on camera, but it does make those wood grains like pop when you kind of do that. Okay, so now we have our little label. So this one I'm going to put the scallop down first over here. And then the So Glad It's Your Birthday, I'm going to pop up with a dimensional. Then we're going to take our sheep here, this one, we're going to pop this one up, put a couple dimensionals, and then we're going to put this one down here. Then we're going to take this one, this one makes me laugh, this sheep, put a couple dimensionals behind that, and then this one is going to be like dancing on the post, and then take your sun, which just stuck to my thumb, put another dimensional there, and there you go. And then to finish it off, you can take a couple of these little gems and sprinkle them in the background. So we'll put one over here, put one over here, and one up here. So there is our card. And then this is my original one. I did not sponge the background on this one. And that's what it looks like just plain. And then this is what it looks like with the background sponge with the pool party, and it makes the embossing pop a little bit more. Again, you'll do your own embossing with whatever one you want, but there is our card. Okay, we have one more to do, and the last one is the quickest one of all. I showed my husband these cards, and he said that the last one was his favorite. So you'll have to let me know what your favorite is. Okay, so we are moving on to our last card, and our last card is using this stamp set right here. It's called Thinking, Thanks, and Peace. And so this one I just thought is great because you could use it for several seasons. There's a Halloween. Sending thanks could be used any time of the year if you just use the words, but for fall, you know, harvest, Thanksgiving, thinking of you year round, and then peace on earth. This is just a beautiful set of stamps. So, Diana said, so cute. I didn't think I needed those sheep, but I just changed my mind. So this stamp set, you can find it in, let me show you, in our mini catalog towards the back right here. It's on page 62. And this stamp set is $22. So again, I love these ones because you can use them for several occasions year round. By the way, I didn't use a stamp set today, but how cute is this one? I want to do a class with this because I love it. So, okay, so we're going to use this, and let me grab our last packet. Oh, Patsy, thank you so much. She said, you so inspired me. I'm glad. I'm so glad I can do that. Okay, for this card, we only need Memento black ink. So again, I try to keep it pretty simple, and we're using this paper that I love so much. This is the hand-penned Sale-A-Bration paper. It's called Beautifully Penned. Beautifully Penned. Again, you can get this free with a $50 order. It's black and white. You can color it. You can blend it. You can do so many things. And so anyway, it's one of our free selections from Sale-A-Bration. So I'm using that on this card. And then there's a few little shapes and stuff you'll get also. Okay, so thick basic white for our card base. Go ahead and fold that in half. And then we have our basic black and this black and white pattern. You might get a different pattern than me. Several will look great, but we're just going to, this one I did have completely flat. So go ahead and layer that down. If you like the back of yours, go ahead and use that too. I'm going to use the floral pattern on mine. And I'm going to, and I know I used this pattern last month too, but I can't stop playing with it. So I'm using it again this month. Oh, Donna, I'm so glad you're motivated to use your sheep set now. Okay, go ahead and layer this down. And I really did try to make these like truly all occasion cards. Like we're doing a thinking of you, a birthday, and then like kind of like I hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And then the sheep one could be like, you know, you're amazing or another birthday card. So I tried to make these pretty all occasion today. Okay, look at this thinking of you. Is that font not like the cutest? I think I love the font of it. Might be my favorite thinking of you stamp. And I like it too because it's big. So you don't have to do a lot of stamping if you don't want to. You can just let your designer series paper be the star of the show. And then just take a label. So this label is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So they're very similar to the contour and scallop dies. These are the older ones. So yeah, and I'm going to just stamp this in Memento black ink right in the center. And just stamp it really good. Just like that. We have our thinking of you. That's it. We don't need to do any more stamping. We're going to add these dimensionals to the back. And then I used another punch. So you can see I use a couple different punches today. Some new ones I haven't, not new ones, but some ones I haven't used in a while. So I grabbed this one. It's called the Flowers and Leaves punch right here. So there's two different flowers you can layer and then the leaves here. So this is what I did, and I used the bigger of the flower. This is also in the polished pink. So I definitely, you guys know I like pink. So I think that pink just kind of pops on the black and white. So we're going to take that. I'm going to put it down flat. So you can pop it up if you want. I'm going to leave it flat because, what I did in my original one, which it'll get flattened in shipping, but I did curl the petals a little bit. And then I took this and I popped it down there. And then I took my Gilded Gems, the largest one, and I put that in the center of our flower. So you can just put that here. Now, if you want, because a lot of you are going to get your own full package of gems, you can add a few more gems on here too. Just sprinkle a few on. So you could, put one there and put one there. So you could add a couple more gems, but that is our card. And here is the original one. And on this one, I only had one gem. And so yeah, I hope you like that card. Like I said, this one was super sweet and simple. It's perfect though, a perfect thinking of you card, and you can mass produce several of these, and then you have a whole bunch on hand for when you need a thinking of you card. And again, you could change out the flowers to different colors. So I hope you like that one as well. So those are the 4 cards. I would love to hear you tell me if you have a favorite. I will bring in all the cards in case you just hopped on. If you are watching on YouTube or the replay, thank you so much as well. Okay, so again, if you get the Make and Take packet, all your pieces will come in an envelope. Like here's the envelopes. So here we did a Thinking of You card. Then we did the sheep. So there's the sheep. And then we did the Happy Birthday. That's with it stamped off. That's with it not. And then our first card, which I really love, is the Squirrel. Hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So those are our cards for today. So I hope you like the variety. Again, if you want to order to get the Make and Take packet, right up here, this is the host code you're going to want to do. And you have until Saturday to get your order in. Okay, so you have until Saturday. I almost forgot that. Let me see what else am I forgetting. Okay, is there anything else I'm forgetting to remind you all? I can't think of it. Oh, if you're local to me and you want to come stamp with me on Friday, or craft, you can do any type of craft here. I have a few tables left, so reach out to me if you want to come to do that. I'll be here from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can come and go anytime in between there. And I'm going to be having, if you ordered the Halloween stamp camp, that's ordered, and we're prepping that to get that out to you along with that cute add-on squirrel class. And yes, I think that I think that's it for now. So thank you all for joining me for our September virtual class. I love doing these with you each and every month. Again, the email's going out sometime today, and it has the PDF for all 4 cards. So if you order, save that PDF, and otherwise the link will be typed on your packet when you receive it in the mail from me. And again, every $30 order before shipping and tax, you'll get the Make and Take packet. Bump it up to $50. You're going to want to do that, right? Because you're going to want to pick out at least one thing out of here for free and get my free thank you gift. But if you want like the sheep and the dies and you don't have it, you might want to place a $100 order, and then you would get 2 free things. And again, always, 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 if you go over 150, don't use the code. You'll still get all the goodies I'm offering you, and then you will also get your own host rewards. The final thing is, if you have a big wish list and you want to join my team, whether you want to just buy your stuff, I'd love to have you join my team. They have, you can pick a free bundle right now through the end of the month, and I would love to have you do that too. So just reach out to me if you have any questions about that too. I am just reading your questions and comments. So Sandy said, how do you like your new studio? I absolutely love it. So last Friday and Sunday, we moved a lot of stuff in, and my friend Jane came and helped me organize and put things away. She was a godsend, and we got so much done in just a little bit of time. And everything that I use on a daily basis, all my current Stampin' Up things are all here. Everything is here. And then, but I still have some things at home that still need to come here from my old basement studio. But yep, remember this was in my basement, and now it's here at the new studio. And again, I plan to do another video where I kind of walk you through, and then I'll probably do one more once I have it decorated. So my next series though is going to be all on organization. Maybe that will help some of you, or maybe you even have better tips than me. But I will show you kind of how I have decided to organize different things and sort it. I will see you next week. So I normally do a live on Wednesday night, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it tonight. So just keep a lookout, and I will see you in a few days, hopefully, and you have until Saturday to order. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone, and thank you so much for your orders, too, and for watching. Enjoy the free PDF. See you next time.